In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at using the paint bucket. So I need to draw something that I can paint, so I'm going to draw a simple little house type thing. So I'm going to extrude that up. Now I'm going to give a little doorway. So this will be kind of a door that's on the face. That will come out, and that will actually have a door in that particular face there. And maybe I'll have a window here and another window there. And yes, I know that I'm not doing any beautiful drawings, and I'm not going to even really worry about that, whether or not it's beautiful or not. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a roof that's curved. So this will be kind of different. So I'm going to add that across, lock to the blue axis, and then take that all the way across. That works pretty well. So there's my simple building. Maybe that should come out, just have a little bit of an overhang. So you'll notice that we've got some windows, we've got a little doorway here, we've got the ground. It's not a bad idea for me to just remove that for right now, just so I don't have that to deal with. But the reason why is because I want to see through my object, so you can see underneath and see the same colors that I'm applying. And what I'm going to do now is go to the paint bucket tool. Now the paint bucket tool is one of those tools that when you come to it at first, you probably come to this particular view, and these are different default materials that are in here. And you can see the materials, a lot of them are photo based. There are lots of photos in here, and these are tileable textures, and we'll be talking about those in a little bit later tutorial. Some of them are colors, and you'll see we have a huge list of colors. And you'll want to go to edit and say, gosh, I'd like to make my own color. Well, we can't do that until we've actually applied a color to our object. So let's just give it some really garish colors. I'm just going to choose this red color and click on the face that I'd like to apply it. And all you have to do is keep on clicking, and you'll apply it to each face that you want. Now sometimes that seems like a waste of time, so wouldn't it be nice if we had a way to maybe give the same color to a lot of faces quickly? So I'm going to choose a different color, and this time I'm going to hold down the Shift key. And what the Shift key does is it gives all faces that are exactly the same color as the face that I'm clicking on the color that I'm about to apply. So in this case, everything is turned red when I click on that. Well, maybe that's not what I want, but I want all contiguous faces to be the same color. So I'll hold down the Control key instead and click, and you'll see everything except for this face in the front has turned red, and that's because all of those faces were touching each other. Notice inside this object, it doesn't seem as though I have those materials applied. So this is something interesting about these materials. It's only applying the colors on one side. Now, if I wanted to go back and undo that, maybe I will select a bunch of different sides and give them a color. But notice that that one didn't fill, and I really like that to fill. So if we know that we're going to fill these two together as the same color always, one of the things that we can do is we can hide that line by using the Control key. Now when I go to the Fill tool, it should fill that as one side. Now that I look at it, I'm going to have to go back and revisit this and see. I'm going to use the Shift key instead. Ha! And let's see if that works. Paint bucket, nope, still treating it as a separate object. Just kind of interesting, even though that line is not there. Sometimes I find that it actually does work. So maybe we need to delete the line and see if that works. So somehow deleting the line this time did not change the geometry, but did allow me to apply that color as that one face. Now you'll see that we have this red all the way around, and I'd like to maybe say, no, I'm going to try a green instead. So this time I am going to use the contiguous, or actually I don't even need to use the contiguous because they're all touching, which is great, but they're all red as well. And the cool thing about it is that I could use, well, here's a good example. Let's say that I want to use the red up there. I forgot. I can use the Alt key, click on it, and click on the other one. Now it's turned the same color. So now if I use the Shift key to change it to green, you'll see they all change, but if I use the Control key, only the ones that are touching will change to the same.